Alrighty, it says we are live. Happy weekend, happy Sunday, or Monday if I suppose you have already crossed the dateline. Hello, how are we? Let's see, on Friday, that was my dad's birthday, and so we did birthday dinner for Dad, and then on yesterday, Saturday, my brother and his family came over, and so we had more birthday celebrations for Dad. So it was a very nice weekend, and it snowed again, which it's pretty rare for where we live in Georgia to have even one snow a year, much less two snows a year, and them being like a week or weekish apart from each other. That's pretty darn rare. And normally snow or ice doesn't really become a problem until February. So I don't know what this means for February for Georgia and the rest of the southern coast. But hopefully it's not a bad thing. But hello, welcome. I am going to be spending, I think, the first sprint doing planner and agenda stuff, and then I will be switching to writing after that. So I may put up a poll, or I may ask you. Maybe I'll do like just brainstorming the first sprint in order to get your opinions on a poll. I have some sticker things that I want to sort of choose between. And of course, since I'm a sticker hog, I have lots of stickers to choose from. But anyway, so I think I'll choose one of those three for the week. Maybe. Yeah, probably. I'll stick with those, and I'll probably change my mind later, but we'll see. So I'll ask you about these 3 sticker packs, which one I should put as my primary theme for next week in a minute after I say hello to the chat. So Devin is here. Howdy, Devin. How are you? And Kai is here. Hey, I hope you're doing well. And Right with Melanie says, Happy Sunday Fun Day. Yes, indeed. Happy Sunday Fun Day. And Emma is here. Hello, hello, hello. How are you? And CB says, hello, going to be getting some more hydration. Be right back. I have a not healthy beverage of soda, and then I have water to counteract it. I did not have coffee or tea this morning. My caffeine of choice has reverted to a glass of soda, so at least today. So yes. And Megan says, hello, you're working on your Cyrano review. I really enjoyed it. If y'all have not seen Megan's video that premiered, was it last night or Friday? Time is weird. I can't remember. Anyway, she goes through it. She gives you the synopsis and the breakdown of why she loves Cyrano de Bergerac, the play, and so it was quite fun. I enjoyed listening to it. So, and also the graphics that she chose were quite fun. So, Becca is here. Hello. Welcome. Right, Melanie says, I'll be hanging around for the first 2 sprints while you wrap up your journaling and do some reading, but you'll probably have to leave at some point to nap again. Well, it is Sunday. You are absolutely, if a nap is in your to-do list, that's a good thing to put on it. So, Right with Melanie says, hey to Becca, how's your script coming along? And Kai says, a nap sounds good. You've been really tired today. Yes, that it does feel like sort of like a lazy, relaxed day. So hopefully we can be lazy and relaxed, but also get some things done to set us up for next week. Or nap. I mean, up to you. If you feel like napping with the timer, that is fine too. So CB is back, hopefully with that hydration. CB is here. You're working on Stark for President. Okay, always. It just seems like recently that's the one you've chosen. So Cool Gamer, hello, welcome. And Right with Melanie says, same for the nap. You've been under the weather. Oh no. And since you're on extended weekend off of work, ooh, just hit you all at once. So you're resting while you can. Yes, rest. Rest is good. Becca says to Melanie, hi, I'm really good. Yay. It's batshit crazy, but I think it works. There you go. You're also headed into Act 3, so you're getting close. Nice. And Melanie says, we got a lot of snow overnight and today. Perfect for writing, reading, and napping. Yes, indeed. It is perfect for coziness. I probably should have gone with a cup of tea, but I needed a quicker caffeine jolt than that, but without the extra acidity of coffee. So Charlie says, hey, hello, Charlie. How you doing? And what are you working on today? Or no, well, today's your gaming day. So I expect you to be gaming of a sort. But are you still playing the Beaver Civilization game? Beaver Dam. Is that what it's called? I think so. Kai says, yeah, as soon as you stop working, then you realize how tired you are. Yes, exactly. You have all these plans for what you're going to do after you work. And then after, like, once your brain hits the, like, work is off mode, then it just, like, yes, it hits you. So Melanie says, yay, it's awesome that Becca's script and everything is going well. And exactly, yes. CB says, Groundhog Day is February 2nd. Yes, let's hope he doesn't see his shadow this year. Well, let's hope that whoever they look at is actually accurate. And because a lot of times you kind of have to go with your regional groundhog rather than just the one that's up in Philadelphia. I think it's Philadelphia. Yeah, I don't know. But considering the year and the fact that we're still under Panini rules, I'm not expecting a whole lot. So lower expectations just means I'll be happily surprised if we get a better turnout. So Melanie says, CB, you were thinking about that the other day. You have an inkling that he will not see his shadow. So Becca says, thank you so much. Christina is here. Hello. You're on time. Yay. It's becoming a habit. Hopefully, yes. And Christian Michael, hello. Welcome. Devin says, the groundhog here died. Oh, no. And a new one has been hired. Well, can you hire one or do you just appoint them? I don't know. Emma says, you also have a not healthy beverage of Red Bull. Yes, it happens. It happens sometimes. Maggie says, hello, lovelies. Hello, Maggie. How are you? And CB says, oh, not, yes, it was yesterday. Yes. And it was, yes, Maggie was also in the comments and watching with me, and it was amazing when it was premiering. So, Melanie says, that's so sad, Devin. Those are some big paws to fill for the groundhog. And Melanie says hi to Maggie, and Megan says, thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome. And Maggie wants to know how Melanie's weekend is going. Better Days is here and says hello to everyone. CB says, I have a not healthy beverage of Pepsi Max and a little water left in your glass that you will refill once there's nothing left. Fair enough. And really well, you're feeling like crud, not very productive with the writing. Well, if you're resting, that is also good. I may just have to go ahead and put my hair up. I don't know. We'll see. We'll play with it. I saw these, and we might play with one a little bit later. I did pull up two before I saw the alpaca llama timers. I'm not sure which one they are because I don't know the difference from facial features. Okay, so alpacas have short ears, llamas have long banana-shaped ears. Oh, llama's long. That might work. That might help me remember, maybe. Don't forget to Hulk smash the like button if you care to. Yes. Melanie has a random question. Has anyone here read the Gilded Ones? I've seen the cover of it and read the blurb, but I did not pick it up that time. Timberborn is the name of it, yes. Okay, so it's YA, but it's dark and you're looking, okay, so I might have to pick it up after all. I wasn't sure about it. It looked really good, but sometimes it seems overly, I don't know. I will pick it up then. If you're recommending it as a good one, we will pick it up next time. I think I'm going to be making trips to the library more often this year, though, because budget and also no more space on my shelves. Charlie says, you love Timberborn, but the hubby and I have started a new Valheim server. Okay. I have not played Valheim in a couple of weeks, so I should probably see if my character is okay. Maggie says to Melanie, working on editing and rewriting until the temperature warms up. Then you have fences to fix. The wind and tumbleweeds are such a problem this winter. Uh-oh. Devin didn't know there was a difference between alpacas and llamas, or their ears. Hopefully it warms up sooner rather than later. Yes. Alpacas are also a little smaller. Yes, but when you're just seeing the head, it's kind of hard to distinguish. Charlie says, today I'm working on harmonizing the setting Bibles that you created for this setting, since you made 4 and they don't agree on things. Okay, so you'll be negotiating and mediating between your setting Bibles. Melanie got to pet an alpaca the first time a few months back, and it was heaven. Nice. I've heard that they are super, super soft. I've never actually gotten to pet one. One day. Michael is here. Hello. How are you? I hope you're doing good. And what are you going to be working on today? Are you going to be reading or writing or being productive, to-do list stuff? Maggie says, I wouldn't mind it staying cold if you got moisture. Everyone is getting snow except for you. Oh, no. Becca says, today is a marketing day for me. You're taking the Facebook ads course, by Mark Dawson, and it's getting you so pumped. Excellent. Groundhogs are less than 40% accurate. Yeah, well, and I find that maybe because everybody listened to the one, or at least when I was growing up, they were all referencing the one that was in, what is it, Puxatawny Phil? Puxatawny Phil. But he was only accurate for like that region. He wasn't necessarily accurate for the South or the West or, so yeah, I don't know. Kai says to Charlie, your settings are an unorganized mess, and you might have to do that some today. They are cute though, yes. Maggie says to Melanie, wish you were closer. You need some soup. Why? Good Lord. I tried to mash soup and warm together and it became soup. I don't know. I don't even know, y'all. Apparently I need to finish my caffeinated beverage. See, okay, so you have some milk. Excellent. That's still hydrating, so there you go. And Melanie says to Maggie, I appreciate you. Hashtag get Jules a new shelf. I know, right? I probably, if I got rid of enough other things, I could probably fit another entire bookcase in my room. But I don't know. We'll have to see. Yay. Your local library reopens on Monday. Okay. Charlie says to Kai, you're focusing on your timeline because you made 4 different calendar systems. And soon there will be a new one. Well, hope does the new one just like take the place of all the others, or are you going to be explaining the difference in these calendars to us? CB says you only learned what alpacas are when you watched one of the deleted scenes on Avengers Endgame. Michael is going to be doing some beta reading and laundry. Nice. I still need to do, I think I've got 2 loads left to run, but we did most of our laundry yesterday. Tiny Scribe, hello, welcome. You're focusing on zero drafting today. Ooh, fun. that first, like, just get it done is quite fun. Kai says, to Charlie, that makes sense. It must have been really confusing. Yes, to have that many calendars, for sure. Melanie also says, zero drafting is fun. Best of luck. Let's see. Devin says, I've been to Puxatawny, or however we say it, and visited that particular groundhog. Melanie says, I'll take Sorp. Yes, indeed. CV says, cool. And thank y'all for taking care of our robotic entities. The moderators are awesome. And Charlie says, I made a spreadsheet to convert dates since some of the events are on multiple calendars. Gotcha. You've been saying, you know, it's 2022 and even the bots don't know what they want. Yeah. Well, I would click on one and sort of make a comment about it, but I'm going to leave it alone because I think clicking on it might encourage it. The Ultron clones. Yes. Yes. Okay, so we have card for the day. Okay, so it's going to be the dragonfly today, which is an insect. So in case you don't like dragonflies, it's going to go up on the screen in 3, 2, 1. Dragonfly. So here's our dragonfly. He has a little crown on top of his head where his antennas would normally be. I think the ends of the crown, the ends of the crown are his antenna. Truth transcends illusion is the, let's see if I can get this to, there we go, is the main message. So truth finding a way. The dragonfly is no longer on the screen. Truth finding a way and making sure that we face the truth, face the real core of the issue, which is always kind of fun. I've been reading a little bit more about some of the craft books and how they say that every scene with your characters needs to be informed or influenced in some manner by their flaw or concern and whatnot. And like, I mean, I had vaguely paid attention to that before, but it is definitely realizing that you need to go through and you need to make sure that there is that level of consistency to carry across every single scene. There's no just fluff scenes. Even the fluff scenes or the humor scenes still need to be informed by your characters' flaws, wounds, whatever we call them. Okay, so I'm going to put up a poll because which sticker theme should Jules use in her planner this week? I've got watercolor stickers, watercolor themed. I've got animals, since we were talking about, and I've got boho. So let me show you what I mean by that. I think I shared it right. Hopefully I did. Either way, you can also comment, I guess, if the poll doesn't show up. So I've got watercolor, which has some nice gradients and like party flags, some sort of rose gold or gold. They're mostly just sort of like geometric, but with color washes and fun little gold highlights. So nice vibes and great day, heck yes, all that. Okay, so that's the watercolor theme. And then I've got animals, which has dogs, plenty of dogs, cats in glasses, some birds, some otters that are adorable. We've even got pandas. So I can do all kinds of fun animal things. So that's the animals one. And then I've got boho, is what they call this one. So it's got sort of like paisley florals and again some geometrics. It's got mainly sort of like pinks, but it's also got like a green palette as well that I could use. Some succulents and a few bones and cactus southwestern themes. Some more of the feathers and paisley sort of henna designs. So that's the boho. So watercolors, animal, or boho. Those are my sticker options for next week. So if you care to vote for, if you care to vote, the poll is there. Either way. All right, let's go ahead. And while y'all are either choosing to weigh in on my sticker choice or not, I'm going to share the 15-minute warm-up timer. Here we go. All right. So, 15-minute warm-up timer. Don't forget to save if you've already been working this morning. Make sure you've got something to hydrate with, and make sure that you straighten your spine and roll your shoulders back for a posture check. And also make sure that if you need a break, take one. Those are your reminders, and we can now get started with our first sprinty sprint. I think I am going to brainstorm for a bit because I just had an idea. So that's what I'm going to do for the first 15 minutes. And then I will get to stickering. So brainstorming first. Yay. All right, 15 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. All right. There's that. I got about 3/4 of a page-ish done. It's got a decent first line, I think. The weight on her shoulders finally lifted the night her family home burned to ashes. Not bad for a start. So yeah, so not bad. I think that's a decent first line anyway. I'd probably fiddle with it a little bit just to kind of like finagle words, but that's like for a like editing session, not for a brainstorming zero drafting session. Yeah, so I've got this character who apparently is leading her younger siblings, who are apparently twins, did not know that initially, into the woods as their family home is burning. They apparently had a room in the attic where I think that Melanie set it up to where it's going to look like they died in the fire. So yes, so they are running away. They are not going to be going to meet the fire rescue team. So they are going to disappear, and Melanie Ann is, I don't know what her last name is, but she's going to have that like double kind of first name sounding thing. But I think she's going to be Anne rather than Melanie. But Melanie Ann would be her like full whatever. I don't know. Anyway, so yeah. So she's faking her death and her siblings' death. Don't know what happened to the parents. Don't know the backstory yet. All I know is the family home is burning. She has made it look like she and the twins died in the fire. I don't know if she set the fire or if she knew the fire was going to be set. Not sure which is going to be. Yes. Okay. So I stole your first name. And I felt like it would go well with Anne. So there you go. But I do have an E on the Anne because that's how I wanted it to be. So one letter difference. But yes, so the weight on her shoulders finally lifted the night her family home burned to ashes. That's the first line, and that's sort of like what I have written so far. Don't know where it's going to go, but so far we have 3 siblings, and they are running away from something. So CB got 289. Excellent. Good job. You like the first line? Oh, good. And Maggie likes it as well. Good. And Megan says, I took the dogs out and took a shower. Now I'm ready to work on your Cyrano review. Excellent. Kai wrote about a paragraph. Ooh, nice. Becca says, got through more of the ad tutorial and you are learning a lot. Good. Excellent. Tiny Scribe got 255 words. Excellent. And, okay, this is where, yes. But you like the premise so far. Okay, good. CB has a quote, an excerpt for us. Once I had stopped feeling angry, I started crying and I couldn't stop. I barricaded myself in the bedroom. Mom finally persuaded me to open the door and the entire sorry story poured out. Nice. Yes. And Kai says the amount of characters that I've named after people I've worked with is embarrassing. I mean, it's nice to find names that you like and like, I'm gonna steal your name. Kill the parents in the first act and you can sell it to Disney. I mean, yes, that is definitely one of the tropes is to leave the young thing to struggle on their own without parental influence. That way you can have a mentor character that is not a parental figure. But yes. All right. And okay, so Bruce just got badly betrayed by Nat and Clint. Oh, uh-oh. I don't think the Hulk would allow that to happen. But, you know, I think it would be more of an instantaneous. But we'll have to see how you write it. And then, yes, Disney does indeed have a disproportionate number of orphans. Yes. But a lot of times so does YA. Like, you know. Yes, indeed. Indeed. Oh, Disney. Disney and the death of parents. Let's see. Their latest release via Pixar keeps everyone in the current story alive. Oh, nice. Excellent. This version of Bruce / Hulk has much better control. Ah, okay. Nice. Good. All right. So, I at least got a bit of that down, so now I can start thinking about more of the discovery with this Melanie Ann character and why the house is on fire and all of that. I don't know. Who knows? We'll have to figure it out. As will the detectives, I'm sure. Although that might be a long time coming. Either way. So, let's check the poll, the Polly poll. So again, I asked if I should do watercolor, animal stickers, or boho theme stickers. So a couple of y'all voted for me. So, and we have 64% said watercolor. So 14% said animals and 21% said boho. So I don't know if that shows up in the chat as like a result, but either way, watercolors has won for the week. So that is what I will be doing for this next sprint, I think, is doing the stickers while I think about our potential arsonist. I don't really know. I'll have to find out. I'll have to figure out why. If so, I'll have to figure out why. So potential arsonist. I don't know if that would make a decent title for a story or not. Either way. Okay, so second sprint is your self. Devin says, I demand 20 recounts. It's fine. Second sprint is your self-promo sprint. So if you have something you would like to promote, your YouTube channel, your Amazon author page, your personal website, your social media, Etsy store, etc., new videos or videos that are upcoming, new blogs, whatever it is that you are trying to do or would like to promote, now is your time to do that during the second sprint. And I will go ahead and pop up the second timer. Make that bigger. All right. So CV says, this isn't Florida in the year 2000, Devin. Your first and middle initials are DT. Fire starters potential. Yes. That's a much better title. All right. I don't think that will be it, but it could be our working title for this. Melanie's like, oh no. Well, she might have had a good reason. That's why I have to figure it out. I don't know if she did it. I don't know if who knows, maybe the parents did it. Maybe the uncle did it to get the prop. I don't know. We'll have to figure it out. So yes, okay. So, your middle name is Thomas. Should I make character Melanie Ann's last name Thomas then? Should this be a thing? Melanie Ann Thomas, the potential fire starter. All right, so I keep forgetting where I was. Okay, I did the self-promo reminders. Did I do the regular reminders? No. Okay, save your document. Make sure you have something to hydrate or take a sip of your hydration. 3, make sure you straighten your spine and roll your shoulders back. And don't forget to yes, okay, so we are on board with naming our potential arsonist with the last name of Thomas. Okay, good. Y'all are awesome with helping me. um, yes. Okay, so, and hello, Barrett. We're about to start our next sprint. So, reminders, save, sip, stretch, and snack or walk around if you need them. Those are your reminders, and we can now get started with a 25-minute Pomodoro sprint in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! All right, that was sprint number 2. I think I've almost got next week set up. I probably want to do like a couple other stickers down here on this bottom row. But I've got my daily to-do list, my hydration stickers where I'm going to put my caffeine of choice. Because I'm going to, I think, try and monitor the days that I choose to have coffee, whether or not I feel more anxious those days, just to see if I'm going to be conscious about like making sure that I keep track of that, and whether my body is responding adversely to that kind of caffeine. And so I might have to switch over to tea eventually, just like as a regular thing. But anyway, so that is to say, I'm going to be actively tracking that this week and seeing if I have those days. I've also got spots for recording dinner because sometimes I'm like, how many days ago did we have pasta? And so I'm like, sometimes I feel like I need to keep a closer track of that. So I'm going to be tracking a couple of things this week. And I think this spread will let me do that. So it's not like super decorative heavy, but it is pretty darn functional, I think. And like sometimes I alternate my decoration. Some weeks past I have alternated like quote focus on between these two boxes, but I decided to just like have it straight in the middle this time. Why, I don't know, but there we go. So I have most of next week planned out and stickered up, so that's awesome. Also, don't forget, that was the self-promo sprint, so if you have something that you would like to promote for yourself, don't forget to pop that in the chat so that I can read it for us. I did not put a star where I should have. So let me kind of scroll. Okay, so here's where Barrett came in. And I think I said hey already, but I can't remember. Hi, Barrett. So Kai has a laughy face. I think this was because of my suggestion for using Devin's middle name as my potential arsonist's last name. And Melanie says your main name starts with a T, so it's fitting as well. So here we have another potential name, an unfortunate series of pyromaniacal events. Maybe pyromaniacal. There we go. I always mess that up. So Melanie said, hey, it's Barrett. CB says, here's our self-promo begin. CB has 31 stories on archive of her own. You pulled the novel and a controversial political one-shot because the novel stunk. You're still working on it. It will get better. And your username is PepperoniFan1984. Or did you change the username to 394? Uh-oh. Okay, so CB, let us know, because it has been the 1980... 84? 1982? 1982. Oh, Lord. Now I'm messing up your username. So CB, tell us your username just to make sure I'm not getting it wrong. Yes. And Maggie said hello to Barrett as well. And Barrett said hello to Melanie. How's your writing going? So then, yes. Well, and what's also fun is my brother's initials are MAT. And we also have a Melanie from one of my aunts. And the family, that side of the family, all named the girls with initials of MJM. So I contemplated another M, but I decided not to. So Barrett said hello to Maggie and happy productivity. Can their middle name be Ember or Amber? I'm thinking of Anne, just because that's the name that like popped out at me. But I mean, if you want the initials to be MAT, you could definitely go with Amber. I do have another Amber character though, but that's for a different story. Michael says greetings or greets. Mike. Okay, so here we go. Michael greets Barrett. There we go. Okay, Lord, my brain. MAT, marvelous authortuber. Yes, indeed. I think we should add this to our acronyms because we had Tugwaddle, that guy with all the links, and Tumwaddle, that mama with all the links. Stream Hoppers United, and now we have marvelous authortubers. And Megan says, you recently posted your Cyrano de Bergerac deep dive. If you plan on seeing Cyrano, you'll want to see this video first. And here's the link. It's very fun. Barrett said, hey to Michael, how is your favorite Riddler? Hashtag Lord Lori. Yes. And Kai says to Maggie, I have a phoenix in your story called Amber Lee, and she's nicknamed Embers. How appropriate. And Barrett says, hey to Devin. And Devin, he says, here's all my things, which is Devin's link tree. And then we have Devin's playlist. And Michael says, wait, is this a trick? How many Riddlers do you know? That is a good question. How many Riddlers does Barrett know? Or does that get turned into a riddle and a joke? Maggie says, Spartan Chimera update on Inkit is here. Here's the link. And also Michael is good. Maggie says, happy productivity to Barrett as well. And Maggie says, that's cool to Kai's Phoenix character. Michael is the Riddler. Oh no. Barrett says, just you. You're just the one. And yes, Batman's nemesis and an authortuber. Very nice. Yes. Maggie asks Barrett, are you and Rick having a lovely weekend cuddled inside from the cold? I think everybody should be hopefully, warm and cuddled, ideally. Michael says, Batman on the big screen in true dramatic, tense music. Are you the one they called the Riddler? Me, with a friendly wipe. Hi, do you watch authortube? That would be hilarious. I don't either. I do not either. Maybe they're hoping that somebody will copy and paste the link and try and go to it. I don't know. The CB in Michael's name equals contends Batman. You would be so down for a summer blockbuster about authortube. Let's get the whole world Googling us over the course of a weekend. That would be hilarious. Who would be the main character? Kate? That'd be a good one. But which of us, yes, this is the question. Who would the villain be? Maybe not somebody who clutches pearls, but maybe, I don't know, could be someone who is obsessed with pearls, yes. The robotics get off on being annoying. Their lives are that bad. Well, I mean, they are essentially code that have one thing to do with their entire life. Melanie says, all right, y'all, nap time's calling you again. Happy sprinting and stay safe and warm. Thank you, and I hope you feel better. I hope you feel better soon. Yes. Kai says, hope you feel well rested after. Michael says, I called dibs on being the janitor. Oh, no. I mean, if you want to. Kai says, I was going to say rest well, but that sounded a bit sinister. It does slightly, yes. It does slightly sound sinister. Michael says, see you, Melanie. At least you didn't say rest in peace or rest in pieces. Very true. Yes. Stacy is here. Hello. Welcome. And CB got 320 words that time. Nice. Tiny Scribe got 189. Excellent. Megan says, I worked on the outline for your Cyrano review. I'm not sure how you want to structure the review just yet. Gotcha. Kai says, you got dinner and wrote 402 words. This scene came from nowhere, but you are enjoying writing it. Oh, yay. Good. Stacy says, you are feeling an oncoming migraine. Oh, no, it's been brewing for a while. Yes. I've had more headaches and more migraines this winter because of the shifts in weather than I think any other winter I remember. Maybe, I could just block the memories out, but take care of yourself. Make sure you are well hydrated and rest if you can. Kai says, especially as it's with two characters who are normally at each other's. Oh, good lord. All right, I'm going to take a sip of water and then I'm going to try that again. Especially as it's with two characters who are normally at each other's throats but are being sensitive to one another. That time went much better. Okay, so CB's username is PepperoniFan1982. Okay. Yes. And CB says Doctor Strange could technically be classed as another Riddler. Ooh. I still like his Doctor Strange outfit more. Nikki, hello. How are you? Hope you're doing well. CB says I would direct that film. You can't compete with that. Well, you would just be friendlier than Doctor Strange, though. And CB says, or you could write the music. And Jenna is here. Hello, welcome. Michael's like, yes, you can definitely direct it. Absolutely. All right, so we need to think of who would be the villain of our AuthorTube summer blockbuster movie. I think, okay, so you know how Charlie's Angels has Charlie, the sort of like mastermind behind everyone? I think we have Devin. I think Devin just needs to be put into that role. So that's my my vote for one of the things. I don't know that he necessarily needs to be the villain, but I think he could be the AuthorTube boss. It would be quite fun. All right, so while we contemplate all of that and who our villain should possibly be, we need to do another sprint. Another sprinty sprint. So here we go again. 25 minutes. Don't forget to save. Don't forget to take a sip of whatever you're supposed to be hydrating with. Make sure that you straighten your spine and roll your shoulders back. And make sure that if you need a break, take one. Those are your reminders, and here we go. 25 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Hello. I need like a minute to write down my thought that I just have so I don't lose it. Identity. Until Okay, I think that's enough to have me remember, maybe. Apparently not. Apparently I wanted to keep writing. Okay, I think now I'm done. Okay, so I got through I finished that page and then did this one, and I was just writing to the bottom of the page. So I think I have figured out the reason for the fire. And I'm still like toying with whether or not it should be an accidental fire or a purposeful fire. But I have figured out sort of some of the conflict and why poor little Melanie Ann Thomas is having to run away with the twin siblings. And so, of course, then that helps me figure out what her external goal would be. But now I have to figure out the other main character and what external goal that character might have and how that would be in opposition, or at least in slight opposition to Melanie Ann's goal. But yes, so okay, so she's feeling relieved because the house is burning. She's running away, and I have figured out who I think one of the main antagonists is going to be. I've figured out her external goal. I have figured out, I think, some of the conflict between the two main characters, I think. I think I've narrowed the options for my setting. So yeah, things are coming along. But this is a complete shiny new idea. Complete. Like we were in the chat playing about the who the villain for this AuthorTube summer blockbuster might be, and I had asked before the last before we started this sprint, who the villain should be, and so we were kind of playing around with ideas in the chat, and then I can't remember. I think I said about the same time that. Anyway, so Michael was saying, does anybody know Jason Statham and have an IOU so we can have him do a car chase scene? Yeah, pretty much. But would the main villain be called procrastination or writer's block or imposter syndrome? And CB says, what about having imposter syndrome as the villain and then procrastination and writer's blocks as hired help? And then Michael was like, I'm putting way too much thought into this. Please help. And so I said, the minion, Shiny New Idea, caught Michael. And Shiny New Idea has also apparently caught Jules because this is a complete new idea. It's going well. I mean, I'm figuring out a lot of the plot for a whole new story. So yes, but also it was like not on my intended list for today. But also if, yes, okay, Kate Kavanaugh, you shall not pass. Procrastination. Yes. If we actually wind up doing this, we could definitely donate proceeds to charity. That would be quite cool. But then I was thinking that if procrastination and writer's block and just all, gremlins, all of these are working for the bad guys, then puppies and kittens who distract us are also working for the bad guys. So I'm not sure if that's a good or bad thing because they are in our home. CV said you got 192 words that time. Excellent. Tiny Scribe got 158. Excellent. Liam Neeson could totally be one of the hired mercenaries. Yes. And Becca is still getting through this ad tutorial. Excellent. Is it still fun though? Are you still getting a lot out of it? Jenna got 297. Nice. 3 away from 300. And Michael says, oh, and hi, Becca. And Kate got 117 words on chapter 37. Excellent. Yay. I'm so glad you finally got past chapter 32 and are making so much more progress. It's amazing. And Becca said hi back to Michael. And Kai says, you finished the scene and started the next one. Healing a rift between two characters is making you feel a bit more peaceful. Yay. Good. Nikki says 2 or 3 pages of small edits done. Excellent. Excellent. The fire left behind or ashes at her back. Ooh. Both of those are really awesome titles. Ashes at her back. I really like Ashes at her back. But the fire left behind is also, it's also really good. But Ashes at her back, I think, of those two, Ashes at her back is really cool. Both good titles. I like those. Yes, Kai says I like Ashes at her back. Yes. CB says imposter syndrome could have a puppy and a kitten. True, they could. Jenna says hi to Kate. How are you? And Maggie says the feline overlord empire is using the procrastinatrix to conquer us all. Yes. Kate says thanks, Jules. Chapter 32 went up last week and you were so glad to be done with it. Yay. And Kate says hello to Jenna, hanging in there. How are you? And CB says you could always save this shiny new idea for your Camp Nano project. Yes, I definitely could, and I might, as long as I sort of like get enough of this like out to where I can leave it be for a while. Jonah says good. You have to write a ton of words today, and you want a nap. Sundays are definitely nap feeling days, especially when they are cozy outside and all of that. Okay, so here's the question. We do have, we could continue with the 25-minute sprints if those are feeling like nice timing for y'all. We could up the ante a little bit and try and do a 30-minute. Up to y'all. So would you rather do continue with the 25 or go up to a 30? It does not matter to me. Let's see. Jenna says, I woke up at 6 for some odd reason and just went with it. Yep, it happens. Michael votes and says you're down for a 30. Devin, of course, votes for long times of 75. Jenna also says 30 works for you. Okay. All right. I don't know, like sometimes it pops up sooner on the YouTube chat. and sometimes it pops up sooner. Yes, that was in. I intended to bring on the llama / alpaca. Where is it? Here we go. Let's see. Scroll it down to a 30, or at least as close to 30 as we can get, which is right on the dot. Yay. Okay, so this one is silent. It does end with a bell to let us know that it has finished, but it is silent, so you can feel free to play whatever music you feel like in your background. Space llama. Well, I mean, he is kind of floating in space, yes. Okay, so everybody seems to be okay with the 30-minute spacing, so we will go ahead and do that. So this one is a little bit longer, so if you need to get up and move around and make yourself another cup of tea or just stretch, whatever it is, make sure you do that because this is a longer sprint. But here are our reminders. 1, save your document. 2, make sure you have something to hydrate with. 3, straighten your spine and roll your shoulders back for a posture check. And 4, make sure that if you need a break, take one. So here is our 30-minute timer with our, I don't know if this would qualify as a llama or an alpaca, our fuzzy and soft looking creature. And here we go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Hello, Elizabeth. All the clicky things. Okay, how'd we do? I am figuring out a little bit more. I am now, I think, 4 3/4 pages in. 1, 2, 3, 4 of figuring out the background, figuring out the relationships between characters prior to certain events, and then how later bits will hopefully go, like trying out some different things. I figured out I think I have clarified in my brain a couple of things by doing this, and sort of like what their reputation will be to others, and sort of things like that. So I have figured out, I think, a good deal of this sort of like just general knowledge about these characters. So that is good. Still have no idea what the siblings' names are going to be. I'm still also contemplating age for these characters. And initially I thought the siblings were going to be much, much younger. But then once I figured out some of the other stuff, they're not going to be too much younger than Melanie Ann. See, now I initially said that I was going to be probably calling her Anne, and now I'm calling her Melanie Ann, or just Melanie. I don't know. So we'll see. But this is good. This is very good brainstorming, setting, development. Very good. So yeah, so I've got about 4 3/4. I think I said 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, 4 3/4 pages, handwritten. So it's going. It's going. So Elizabeth arrived right before we started the sprint. You're home from dinner with the in-laws, and you're hopping in with some journaling. Excellent. And CB had Metallica and Foo Fighters on. Nikki was saying that I think it's the alpaca, looks sort of demonic. Michael says the AuthorTube movie could have a legitimate 25-minute sprint in the middle. Bring your writing projects. True. Very true. And then we had another robotic entity, which Devin and I apparently clicked hide, or Megan and Devin clicked hide at the same time. So we accidentally did the hide, unhide, then had to hide it again. So CB got 165 that time. Excellent. Kate got 144. Slow but steady is today's schedule, which is fine. We like steady progress. Megan says, I worked some more on your serial review. You're trying to figure out how much you want to give away. Maggie said, another chapter edit finished and release is scheduled. Nice. Excellent. And Maggie, if you want to pop the link in there, you may. That is perfect. Cool with me. Kai says, you've written about 1.5K this stream. Excellent. Pretty good. Definitely really good, considering if you wanted to sleep. It's especially good when you want to sleep. You think you will organize some notes in the final sprint. Excellent. CB says, I've written 1,041 words during the stream and the one before. Excellent. Yes, good productivity. We like this. Elizabeth wrote away in your journal. Feels good to get all the thoughts down and on paper. Yay. Kai says, I'm so glad for this group. I don't think I would write anywhere near what I have if it weren't for this, nor had some of the ideas for my novel. Yes, exactly. I love AuthorTube for that very reason. I love these live writing sessions for that very reason. And so I'm so glad that I encountered the initial videos that I did from Becca and from Kate. because they were the ones that introduced me to authortube. So, CB says Bon Jovi just coming on. Nice. Yes, good productivity. Good. All right, it is 4:42, so we're going to go with a 15-minute sprint. I think we're going to roll back to the one that we initially used for our warm-up, and that will be our cool-down sprint as well. Share. Yes. Okay, so this one will once again have the typewriter audio, so do be aware of that. Don't forget to save. Don't forget to sip. Make sure that you straighten your spine and roll your shoulders back for a posture check. And make sure that if you need a break or walk around or a restroom visit, you do all that. Make sure you are taking care of yourself as you are writing. Here we go. 15 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! All right, y'all. That was the end of the quilt on sprint. Sorry, I'm still trying to get down this idea. Mm-hmm. Okay. There we go. Okay. I managed to get another close to 3/4. So I've now done almost 6 pages of handwritten discovery for this new story that all began with that one line. So yeah, I'm kind of liking where the story is going, so I'm excited about that. But yeah, so let me think where we were. Okay, so Maggie says, here's the link to the combined books Climates of Conspiracies and Ancient Ice Apocalypse, and there is the Kindle Vella link. And Megan says, I have been binge listening to the Cyrano soundtrack, and it's helping you write this review. And Michael was giving us some support and cheer for that sprint, so thank you. Kai said you've been listening to the Urhu. I'm not sure that's how you pronounce it, but it is, yes, very relaxing and yet emotional at the same time. So it is, yes, it is a string, a Chinese string instrument. It's a traditional one. Traditional, older, I guess, would be. Yes, it's quite fun. No, it's not one of the bot's words, but it's quite fun. Yes, you discovered it while you were trying to find an instrument for your character to play, and eventually settled on a wooden flute because it's portable and he likes to carve, so he can make multiples. Yes. Yes. Okay. Brain. Sorry, my brain took a little side trip there. Yes. So it is a Chinese 2-stringed instrument played in a vertical position. It's sometimes referred to as the Chinese violin. Even without realizing it, you definitely know its tone. Yeah, you recognize it when you hear it. Yeah. Yeah. But it's very pretty. So see, we got 33 words. Excellent. Kate got 98 words, and chapter 37 is almost at 3K. You feel another 6K chapter coming on because you're not even halfway through the outline. Oh my, that's going to be a long chapter. Yes, so the do I have that? Or did I get rid of it? I had a manga that had a picture of Narhu in it. Anyway, it's not close at hand. I don't know which bookshelf it's on, which is one of the reasons why I need to reorganize my bookshelves, is because I don't remember where things are anymore. Yay. So, oh yes. I love your little bits of conversation that you're creating for the robotic entities. Yes. Maggie says you moved bits of a chapter around and it flows better. Yay! Editing for the win. Exactly. Now Pass the whiskey. Yes. Yes. Fun times. Fun times. All righty. Well, that does, I think, give me our scheduled time. I'm going to see if I can maybe just think about this for a while, because we do have writing for tomorrow. We have writing sprints we can do tomorrow. We will see if Miss Melanie Ann Thomas will let that happen. Our little potential arsonist. She has a good reason for it if she is the one who starts it, though. I still haven't decided if she's the one who sets the fire. Yeah, this may be a question that you just may have to wait for an answer. It may answer eventually in the story, but it might be a while. We'll see. Kate, you're welcome. I'm glad you could join us. I'm glad everybody could join us. And I will go ahead and I will pop Devin's playlist in the chat. Because I think Morgan should be doing the lazy Sunday afternoon sprinty sprints. Before I forget, I'm going to write down the title that I liked so much from Maggie. That way I can play with that. Okay. All right. Again, thank you very much for the sprints, and you can head off to Devin's playlist and specifically to Morgan's stream, and I think that's what this link from Maggie is. All right. Don't forget to save. Hit the save button before you go. All right. Bye, y'all. And I will see y'all tomorrow, 1 to 3. Bye.